Chloe, welcome back to my channel. Before we get into it, I just want to say thank you all so much for 1.9 million followers. It's absolutely insane to me. I can't believe it. I'm so grateful and I'm so lucky, and I owe it all to you, and I will be doing something very fun when I hit 2 million, so just stay tuned. I can't wait. It's going to be great. Again, before we get into it, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on those post notifications so you know when I'm posting. This week's video is What's in My Bag Carry-On Edition. A few weeks ago, I posted my best travel secrets, and I asked if you wanted to see a carry-on organization video, I guess, so I decided to give it to you. You asked, I'm delivering. Without further ado, let's get into it. So this is my carry-on. I probably shouldn't be hinting that it's very heavy because no one likes to carry a heavy bag through the airport, but I just have a lot of things I need. First of all, it has my initials. They're kind of small, but they're like ingrained into the fabric. I got this for Christmas from Christy, and I love it and I'm obsessed with it. I was really excited when I opened this. It's really sad, things I get excited about as I get older. I didn't really have a particular one I was using. I was just using a bunch of random ones, and I felt like since I travel so much, I like to have one that I just keep as my carry-on and I don't really use for anything else, because when it comes time to travel, it's really nice that I don't have to repack it every time because I kind of just keep everything in here. So the first thing I have in my carry-on is a blanket. I rolled it up because that's how I travel now. Everything in my suitcase, everything in my carry-on, pretty much everything is rolled. I just feel like it saves a lot of space. I also got this for Christmas. It's from J. Crew. It's really nice. I love how it's just plain black. Before, I didn't really have a blanket, so I was just carrying like snowman blankets through the airport. That's like random fluffy ones. So now I'm really excited that I have one that's just for traveling, and it's not too big. I mean, you can't really see, but it's just big enough that I can use it whenever a plane is cold or whenever I'm trying to sleep. I can use it as a pillow or as a blanket, obviously. The next thing I have in my carry-on is my laptop. You know, I've just noticed that a lot of things in my life are black. Black laptop, black blanket, shirt, my favorite color is black, black notebook. It's fine, we're gonna embrace it. I take this everywhere with me because I do online school, as you may know, but it's my senior year. Words can't. What just happened to my voice? Words cannot express how psyched I am to be done with high school. Senioritis is real right now, but the only thing that's getting me through this year is the fact that it is senior year. So yes, I take my laptop with me everywhere for school, for writing, movies, TV shows on the plane, just everything, which makes me regret not getting the Air because as like small as it is, because I got the smaller size, it's still pretty heavy. If I didn't travel a lot, I probably wouldn't have a case on it just because I like the color of it. It's the space gray or black or whatever it is. Things just get kind of thrown around when you're traveling, and I'm a little clumsy, so it's just better that way. The next thing I have is a notebook, and this is only because of school. I wouldn't bring this up anyway, so if you don't need to do school while you're traveling, then I wouldn't suggest bringing this because it just takes up a lot of space, but I need it for school, so that's the only reason I bring it, which is why the past couple of years I buy a few books, but I really buy a lot of books on the Nook app and the Kindle app just because it's a lot easier to travel. Plus it like takes the pressure off of me of choosing a new book to bring every trip, so it's just all on my Nook app and then I read and it's great. The next thing I have is a planner. I have a planner with me because I have a lot going on. Of course I put it on my phone, but it's just, I really like this planner because it has like times for each day, so you can like fill out things you need to do, or if you have like meetings or something, like timely schedule happening. And it's small enough that I don't mind bringing it places. It's not that heavy, but every time I pack, I'll show you guys at the end, every time I pack it always goes like biggest to smallest, so, and that's how I pack. And then the next thing I'm about to show you goes here. I'll show you at the end, and it's all neat and organized. It's the best way to travel, is organized. I've traveled with carry-ons that are just all over the place, and it just makes the entire experience kind of stressful. I don't know why, but when you're digging around in your bag for your boarding pass and you're waiting to board and people are like getting angry at you for taking so long, then it's a lot of pressure and you feel stressed out. So that's why it's best to have an organized carry-on. So the next thing in my bag is my dream journal. If you read Girl on Point Chloe's Guide to Taking on the World, shameless self-promotion right there, I talked about how I always bring this journal with me no matter where I'm going, what I'm doing. This is literally always with me. Even if I'm going to Starbucks to sit in there for an hour or two and do school, I bring this with me because I never know when I'm gonna get inspiration. I'm just really worried that I'm gonna have this amazing idea and I'm not gonna have anywhere to write it. So, I mean, of course I can use my phone, but it's more special. It's really funny because my entire family knows not to touch this book or look at this book or do anything with this book because it has all of my secrets in here. It has just, I've poured my heart and soul into these pages. It's pretty much like my diary, but not really. Like, my dad came into my room last night and I was writing in it and I like closed it and like put it away. And he was like, oh my god, you're psychotic, I'm not gonna look at it. So that's always with me, no matter what, no matter where I'm going. The next thing I have is actually my sleeping mask because I have to sleep with a sleeping mask now. I don't know when this became a thing, but it happened last year. I can't sleep without one, particularly when I'm flying, because then I can put them on and it doesn't matter if someone's windows are open or if it's bright outside or if someone has a light on, because I can just slip this on and fall right asleep. It's amazing. I love it. I use it every night and I use it every time I travel. The next thing I have in my bag is just my wallet. It's pretty boring, but normally I pack like a few purses in my suitcase. However, I can't get to them, so I just stick it in my carry-on. The next item in my carry-on is this bag. No, I'm just kidding. A jade roller. And this thing, you like used under your eye. I don't really know the proper terms for any of these. Eye scraper, face scrapers. I haven't decided if they really work, but I just like it because it's kind of become part of my night routine. So like whenever I do it, I know it's like time to get ready for bed. I like to use these when I travel because I can use it on the plane. When I'm at my destination, it's just nice to have these. Comment down below if you guys believe in the jade roller. I haven't quite decided. The next item in my, we're getting to the two last items, but they're the juiciest. They're the most helpful for you to know. That's the word I was looking for, not juiciest. Okay, so I have this bag. I got this from Glossier when I purchased a bunch of things. Decided to use this bag for kind of like my toiletries. Whenever I'm traveling, I put it in my carry-on and it matches, so that doesn't hurt. But the first thing I always have, two face masks, one for the plane there, one for the plane ride home. I only really use them if it's longer than like 2 hours because my skin gets really dry when we're in the air. And I shared a lot of these tips on my best travel secrets, but now you're just getting to see the visuals, so yes. And I always bring this pillow spray, so it's a deep sleep pillow spray. I started using a pillow spray a couple of months ago, and I just find that it like makes the environment, I kind of know like, okay, it's time to go to sleep. It's a nice scent to fall asleep to. I have one that I keep here, and this is my travel one. This one is, I think it's lavender. I don't really use it on the plane, just in case someone doesn't like a scent or something, I don't know. But I really only keep it in my bag so that when I get to my destination, I can use it whenever I'm going to sleep. The next thing I always have is hand sanitizer, because airports and airplanes are pretty gross. I wash my hands as much as I can, but if I'm like sitting in my seat or something and I don't want to get up, then I just use my hand sanitizer. The next thing I have are these little makeup wipes. Neutrogena's like makeup wipes are my absolute favorite. So when they came out with these little packets, I was very excited because it's so helpful if you're working out or if you're getting on a plane and you have makeup on. And if I don't even have makeup on, then I just like to use it to, you know, feel fresh. And the next thing I have is pretty boring, just a hair tie. And I use these in scrunchies because I feel like they're a little bit more gentle. The next thing I have, tampons. You never know. It's just always better to have them. The next thing is the Glossier Balm.com. This is my absolute favorite lip balm ever. I am obsessed with it and I always travel with it. I use it when I'm home, I use it when I'm traveling. I need to buy like 3 so I can keep them in my car, in my room when I'm traveling. It's the best. It's my favorite. I'm like lathering that on my lips when I'm flying. So the last thing I have in my little toiletry bag is Aesop hand cream. This is my favorite right now. I also got this for Christmas. It's the Mandarin Rosemary Leaf and Cedar Atlas. It's super like kind of fruity and fresh. I don't really know how to explain it, but it smells great and it works wonders on my hands. I use it every night before I go to bed and I use it every time I'm traveling. I'll sit in my seat, I'll wipe my seat down, I'll put on my hand sanitizer, and then I'll use this. I got the whole system down. And this is my toiletry case. And last but not least in my carry-on is a bag. I also got this for Christmas. It's from the same brand, Leatherology. It has my name, my initials on it. It matches, so I really love when things coordinate. This is kind of like my miscellaneous bag. So I have a portable charger because this is super Super important when you're flying. You never know when you're going to be able to charge your phone. You never know if they're going to have outlets on the flight. Have a portable charger. They are lifesavers. I've used this for a long time and I love it. I use it at amusement parks whenever I'm on set, I'm traveling, just anywhere. The next thing are my antibacterial hand wipes. I use these for the plane, so whenever I sit down I wipe like the entire seat tray table, the window, the hand rests, the seatbelt. I literally wipe everything because it is so gross. The next thing, just pens, pencils. Normally we fly to LA and we never have any pens or pencils in our apartment, so I just always like to bring one. I always travel with gum. I'm not sure why, but I always have gum in my bag and I'm always chewing it. And this is my absolute favorite, Trident. It's like the dark green one. All the rest. Okay, so this is just my charger for my portable charger. Gotta bring this so that you have your portable charger on the way home as well. I have a scrunchie, I didn't realize I had that in there. Normally it goes in my toiletries case, so I am unorganized right now, I apologize. The next thing I have are my AirPods. Yes, I'm basic and I have AirPods. The only thing is whenever I'm flying, I normally keep my headphones in literally the entire flight and these die, so if I'm on like a 5-hour flight to LA, then I have to like take them out a few times and charge them, but it's fine. I've yet to lose them, so go me. Next, I have 2 extra headphones just in case. One connects to my laptop because my laptop has a different plug than the other 2. Okay, so my next thing is this little converter. This is specific to my situation because my laptop has like these plugs. It's weird, so I have to use this so I can charge my phone with that. And I literally never take that out of my carry-on. The next thing I have is just my laptop charger, phone charger. And the last thing in my little fun pink bag is Neosporin and Q-tips. I didn't share this in my best travel secrets, but a great way to not get like dry everywhere is to put Neosporin on a Q-tip and like put it on the edge of your nose, not like in your nose, but just like on the edge, so that when you are breathing and stuff, like all of these germs don't get into your system and you don't get really dry. It's actually great. I use this trick all the time and it's very helpful because I don't want to get dry or sick considering how much I travel. So I didn't put my blanket back into my carry-on because I don't want it to spill out, but I kind of wanted to show you what it looks like on the inside. So the biggest always goes on one side and then it kind of goes down to the smallest. Ends with this little dream journal. And my toiletries, and I keep this pink bag on the side just because I feel like it saves a lot of room. I don't know, and it just makes it easier for me to stick my blanket in. And then I put my wallet and my jade roller on the side. Put my blanket in on top, but not like that. I normally fold it and roll it. And then I'll just stick it on the inside, and that's just my carry-on. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did. In the comment section down below, tell me if you learned a new useful tip for traveling or for packing your carry-on. I hope you did, and I will see you next week. I love you all. Bye!